Chris Candido. No gimmicks needed.
I definitely want to. And I talked to John Cosper about it. He said that's something he would definitely, would be up for doing. And I think it'd be a great way to honor Balls, to put a book out there. And all the boys have Balls stories. And I just think it would be a really fun and people would really find it interesting and funny at the same time, because, that was Balls. He was a really unique character, and he was a hell of a person, So I think his book would be great.
Would the book be called Fighting, Crying, and or Masturbating at the Same Time?
I don't know if we could pull that off for the title. But that story
well he pulled it off. He pulled it off more than once, apparently. At the same time.
I know. Yeah, in Puerto Rico, like me and my brother are sitting in the hotel at the Empress Hotel, and Balls comes in and he's all, he's all butthurt about something. He's like, I don't know, guys. I'm going into the water to cry and masturbate. We're like, you're going to what? He's like, I'm going to cry and masturbate. So he leaves, and we're like, what the fuck? And we walk outside, and there he is with his back turned. Everybody, you can kind of see his hand in the ocean. And we're fucking dying. We're like, how can you do those two simultaneously? But dude, he's a funny guy, bro.
Do you know what's weird is that, like, I mean, you can schedule an act of self-pleasure, but I also like the fact that he was scheduling a cry as well. I mean, it's not that he did that at the same time. It's like, right, I'm going to the sea and then I'm going to cry.
Yeah, well, you could see that he was a crier. Like he would cry about things a lot, So, I think he came in already a little bit teary-eyed. But dude, he was so funny. Did I tell you the Carlos fucked me story last time or no?
I don't think so.
Because it's just so Balls. So, to get to my house, I kind of have to pass his house, right? Or I could take a quick detour. So anyway, he's I go by his house. He's outside, and he's by the mailbox. He's like, hey, he like tells me to come over. So I go over there, and he's like, JC, he's like, I'm waiting for the mailman. When the mailman comes, get really pissed off with me. I'm like, okay. So the mailman comes, and out loud he's like, oh Jesus, Carlos fucked me. Oh no. And he starts telling, his girl, he's like, oh, Carlos was supposed to pay me, but he didn't, and blah, blah, blah. He's like, JC, let's go for a ride. Let's call him. So we get in the car, we go for a ride. He's like, Carlos really did pay me. He goes, check this out. He's like, I bought this ceremonial dagger. He's like, this was $400. And he goes, I bought this bottle of absinthe. And he pulls out this bottle of absinthe. He's like, this was $400. It was, he's like, I got it from Romania. He ordered it off the internet. And he's like, this is the real stuff. So I think it was a $1,200 payday. He brought home $400, and the $800 he spent on a dagger and the absinthe. And the absinthe we drank that day, like, he's like, first you got to put it in a spoon, put it on fire, and throw it in the thing, and then you drink it. By like the third shot, me and him were just slugging it. Then we're wrestling. So I don't know where the dagger went. So we drank all the absinthe and the dagger somewhere.
So you had absolutely nothing to show for $800 worth. How do you spend $400 on absinthe? I mean,
I don't know.
It's like $20, $30 here.
Yeah, well, Balls, I had to get the authentic one with the wormwood because that's illegal. So I had to go through, I mean, he could have told, I don't know how much absinthe costs. He could have spent $40 and told me he spent $400. I don't know, But yeah, he's a.
I was going to ask this, right? And I've never actually found out, where did the actual name Balls Mahoney come from?
So it was Paul Heyman's idea, and originally he was supposed to be a sadomasochistic biker, so he'd have like that biker hat, and then he was supposed to get hit and be like he liked it, like he liked pain, and then Balls kind of put his own kind of spin on it, and it evolved into Balls Mahoney. But Paul Heyman originally came up with the concept. That's why his early ECW matches, he has like a little leather hat, like a little leather thing. They wanted to make him like, sadomasochistic biker who liked pain.
And
so that was
what, he just like having his balls flicked or something, and that was his.
That was like anything the guy could do to him, he would just be like, he would like it. It would like turn him on. That was the idea. He was from Nutley, New Jersey, which is a town in New Jersey. So Balls Mahoney, this sadomasochistic biker from Nutley, New Jersey.
Of course. I mean, I don't know if those two go together hand in hand or balls in hand or whatever, but